Feeling stiff and achy? Today we're easing into gentle movements that will bring comfort and flexibility to your entire body, as well as some strengthening exercises for the core. You don't need any props, but sometimes it's nice to have a blanket or block close by. So get ready, and I'll meet you on the mat. Your affirmation today is, the challenges you face today make you stronger tomorrow. Start today in a comfortable seated pose, maybe your hands on your lap or your hands on your knees, and just focus on your breath. Softly breathing in and out. Gently open your eyes and bring your hands out by your sides with the palms up. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Bring your left hand over the right thigh and your right hand behind you with the heel of the hand towards your bottom and fingertips towards the back of the room. Sit up nice and tall. And then turn to face front again, hands out to the sides, palms up. Inhale, arms up overhead, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart. Now take that twist to the left. Right hand over the left thigh. Pull the shoulders back just a bit. And with your next exhale, pull the belly button into your spine. Turning back to the front, right palm pressed down in the floor next to you, left palm up. Inhale, reach up overhead. And then exhale, bring that hand back down. Left palm presses down into the floor, right palm up. Inhale, up and overhead. Exhale, bring that hand back and down by your side. And now make your way to table pose on your hands and knees for puppy dog pose. Walk your hands forward. Allow the chest to fall down towards the mat, resting your head or your temple on the mat. Square your hips forward and allow your knees to be right under your hips. Carefully come back to your table with your hands and wrists right under your shoulders. And we'll make our way up to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up, allow the chest to fall towards your thighs. Fingers are nice and wide, supporting you. Pedal your feet a little bit, pressing one heel back and bending the opposite knee, and walking your dog. And then maybe press the left heel down towards the floor and bend the right knee for a calf stretch. Right heel down with the left knee bent. And then both heels back and press towards the floor. It's okay if they don't touch the floor. Look towards your hands and walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold. Relax into the stretched knees. Can have as much bend as you need. And then bring your hands out a little wider and cross the right leg over the left. You could use a block here if you need to. This is a pretty intense stretch into the IT band. And if this is too much for you today, simply keep the feet side by side, bend the right knee, and straighten the left. Place the block aside, hands are nice and wide, uncross the leg, and then cross now the left over the right, using your block if you need to. And remember, you could keep the feet side by side and just bending the left knee and straighten the right just a bit. Widen the hands again, uncross the feet. And then maybe just pedal the knees, one knee, then the other, and come back to your forward fold. Bring the feet out wide as your mat and the toes pointing out to the sides. Maybe shift the knees side to side a bit. And then coming back to your forward fold, lift the heels up off the floor and drop your bottom towards your heels. Pressing one heel down, then the other. And then when you're ready, sink the hips back towards the mat and your heels to the floor, bringing your hands to heart and your elbows out wide. And options here are to keep the heels off the floor, maybe sit on a block or a blanket, or simply sit your bottom on the floor with the knees bent. Try to keep your spine long and your chest lifted. Chin is neutral. Just focus on your breath and relax where you are. Then bring your hands back down to the floor. Drop your bottom down to the mat. Extend your left leg out in front of you. Take the right leg and cross that ankle over the left thigh. Take your left arm and hug that knee in. Turn and twist around to the back with the right hand behind your bottom and the palm pressed into the floor. Sitting up nice and tall again, just hug that knee in. From here, we'll move to Shoelace Pose, but staying right here is your first option. Bend that left knee and bring that left heel towards the right hip. You could stay here as an option, or maybe bring that right heel around and to the right hip. Walk the hands behind you and open up the chest, allowing your hips and your thighs to relax. Maybe you walk the hands a little closer to your bottom, allowing a gentle stretch in the hips right here. If you'd like a little more, you can take a breath in to lengthen, and as you breathe out, walk your hands forward, folding over your legs. Lift your head, walk your hands back towards your bottom, and carefully uncross your legs. Placing your feet on the floor with your knees bent, we'll just windshield wipe the legs side to side a couple of times here. And now to the other side. Extend the right leg out and take your left foot, cross that ankle over the right thigh. Reach around with your right hand, hug the knee into your chest, and your left hand goes behind your bottom. Sit up nice and tall, and we'll hold this for just a few breaths. And now shoestring on the opposite side, choosing the option that works best for you. Bend the right knee and bring that ankle towards the left hip, and then the left ankle towards the right hip, stacking the knees right on top of each other. Walk the hands behind you and rest here for just a moment. Walk your hands up towards your bottom, sitting up nice and straight, bringing the shoulder blades together, belly button into your spine, with a beautiful, strong, and straight posture. Nice breath in and out. And now maybe you gently fold forward over the legs. From here, lift your head and walk your hands back. Carefully unwind the legs. Bring your feet as wide as your mat again, and we'll windshield wipe side to side once more. Maybe one more time, side to side. Then bring your knees up and carefully roll yourself all the way down to your back. Keeping the knees bent and the feet grounded on the floor, settle your shoulders down and back. And then engage your core by pulling your belly button in towards the spine, keeping the normal curve in your back. Preparing for some core strengthening. Bring your knees to your chest. Open the knees wide, keeping the toes together. Close them, and then straighten the legs up at an angle and bring them back down. Open the knees, toes together, press out. Bring the knees down, apart, together, and up. Down, apart, together, and up. One more, apart, together, and up. Now bring your legs back down to a tabletop, knees right over your hips if you can. You can keep your head on the mat here or place your hands behind where your head meets your neck with your elbows out. Engage the core. Bring your heels together, knees apart. Press the legs up and away from you and then bring them back together. Press away diagonally, nice and slow. Squeeze the thighs together and bring it back down. Press away, squeeze the thighs, heels together, toes apart, bring them back in. The closer your legs are to the floor, the more challenging this is. Take your time. Let's do one more. Bring the knees to chest and give yourself a well-deserved hug. And then bring the feet back down. Open the arms to a T. Gently drop the knees to the right. And then gently drop them to the left. And let's do one more set. Hands behind your head with the elbows out and chest slightly lifted, or hands by your sides. Engage your core. Bring your legs back up to that table, heels together, knees apart. Press away diagonally, squeeze the thighs, bring it back in. Press away diagonally, squeeze and back in. And keep that going for a few more. Hold on this last one. And then bring your knees back to chest. Hug your knees in and place your hands on top of your knees. Press the knees away, making some gentle circles with your knees just to release the back and the abdominals. Taking some nice big breaths in and nice exhale out. And then end with the knees into your chest. And bring the feet back down and plant them on the floor, arms out wide to a T. Shift the hips to the right side and drop the knees to the left. Now bring your right foot behind the left. Maybe you reach for it with your hand and gently guide that leg back, pulling the cat's tail for a nice hip flexor stretch. You never want pinching or pain, so ease into the stretch or ease out of the stretch as you need to. And an option is to stay with just one knee stacked on top the other. Softly breathing in and a nice slow exhale out. Bring that knee back in and stack on top the other. Bring your legs up to the center. Shift the hips over to the left and drop the knees to the right. Left heel comes behind the right. Reach with your left hand to the foot or the ankle and draw that knee gently back until you feel a stretch in the hip flexor. Relax your shoulders down and back. Relax that space between your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw, your neck. I invite you to focus on your breath here. Notice the chest rising as you inhale and how it sinks down as you exhale. And that left hip relaxes just a bit more. Stack that left knee on top of the right again and bring your knees up to the center. And we'll next move to banana pose. Extend both legs out and then walk your legs over to the left corner of your mat. Bring your shoulders and your chest over to the left corner of the mat, making a C shape. And then bring your arms up overhead, either straight and extended or bent and holding on to the elbows. Keeping the hips down and on the mat, you could cross that right leg over the left if you like. Coming out of this pose the opposite way you came in, bring your arms down by your sides. Uncross the leg and bring your shoulders back to the center of the mat and your legs back to a nice straight alignment with your spine. We'll move to the other side. Walk your legs over to the right side corner of the mat and then your shoulders and your chest towards the right corner of the mat, making that C shape. Bring your arms up overhead. They can be straight or bent and holding on to the wrists or the elbows. Focus on your breath, breathing in and extending the exhale longer than your inhale. Bring your arms back down by your sides, uncross the leg. Bring your shoulders back over to the center and your legs back over into a nice straight alignment with your spine. And now come to your favorite resting pose, Shavasana, constructive rest, whatever it is for you today. And maybe remind yourself of your intention for the day. The challenges of today only make me stronger. As we end this session today, give yourself a big thank you for treating your health and well-being. And thank you so much for allowing me to guide you. I publish new videos every week. And if you're new here, consider subscribing and enjoy better health and wellness with yoga. Namaste, and peace be with you. I'll see you next time. Bye.